Hi, today we're going to talk about giving effective feedback. You know, whether you're a small business owner, a leader of many individuals in a huge company, an entrepreneur or a parent, there's reasons why you want to get better at delivering effective feedback. After all, it helps solve problems, it addresses issues, it can correct behaviors in individuals. It also can prevent future problems. So there's lots of reasons why we want to give effective feedback. Here's what I want you to focus on in this video. I want you to think about the 3 questions you really need to ask yourself before you ever sit down and have a powwow and deliver effective feedback to another. The first question I want you to address is, am I sticking with the facts? You see, too often we let people's personalities or the way they do something get in the way of sticking with the facts when we're giving them effective feedback. And, I always think of an example where, you're having a sit down maybe with an employee and you say, you haven't had the best attitude around here lately. Well, when you think about it, that's not the facts. That's your opinion. And what it does in that moment is it allows that individual you're giving feedback to start coming up with their defense or tuning you out or making up ways to plot your demise. But either way, you're not usually getting the opportunity to get that corrective behavior you're looking for. When you stick with the facts, it sounds more like this. When we were having the sales meeting and I mentioned that I was going to run another sales contest, I noticed that you gave a real heavy sigh and then you turned to Bob and rolled your eyes. You see, those are the facts. So when you're preparing effective feedback, stick with the facts if you want to get heard. The second question that I really want you to address internally before you go out and have feedback with another is to say to yourself, do I need to take ownership in any way for the behavior that I'm seeing? In other words, if you witness somebody, for example, giving not so great customer service over the telephone to one of your clients, sit back and ask yourself, has this person really been properly trained? Do we have systems in place that can help them answer these questions or be more effective when they're on the phone? Because usually I find that people don't go out of their way to fail. They oftentimes need additional training or systems to be put in place in order to be effective. So if those aren't already, what ownership do you need to take in that matter and even express that to the person when you're delivering the feedback? The third question that I'd like you to address internally before you have that powwow is to say, am I really being objective? You see, too often when we think we're being objective, we also still are flavored with our own likes and dislikes relative to how other people act and behave. It's really easy when you naturally get along with someone to almost give them what's called the halo effect. Just because you like them and find them likable, you give them more credence or credit for things they do than for people that irritate the bejeebies out of you. So you really want to consider, am I being objective? Am I giving enough credit or too much credit to the person that I'm going to be sitting down and conversing with? So those are 3 questions I'd like you to ask yourself. Once again, think through, am I sticking with the facts? Do I need to take responsibility or ownership for this in any way? And also, am I being objective? And I think you'll have much more effective feedback with that individual. And this is another communication truth from Colette Carlson.